Hello, my beautiful Barca babies. Good morning to the culés from around the world. Welcome back to the Undefeated channel. We are live with Barcelona news. Today's episode, we'll be diving into a match review for Barcelona's narrow win over Real Betis. We'll do a little match preview for Barcelona hosting Sevilla tomorrow. And of course, as we always do on Wake Up in Barca, we have a little bit of caffeine. We have some good conversation with our fellow culés. That's what it's about here on the Undefeated channel. We support the badge. We support each other. If you would like to be part of the Undefeated community, aka the Stash Squad, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. Come hang out with us when we're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday-ish, sometimes Saturdays. I mix up the schedule, okay? Hence the notifications, all right? Usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, with live Barcelona news on Wake Up in Barca, which is what you are watching right now. Again, welcome to you all. Welcome to the culés from around the world. Go ahead and smash that like button as we kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John.
Okay. Good morning, my friends. The Stash Squad, how we doing? How we feeling? Hope everybody is doing well. Today's episode, like I said, is going to be covering Barcelona's 2-1 win over Betis, and then we're going to jump over and do a little match preview. We're talking lineups, we're talking predictions for Barcelona hosting Sevilla tomorrow. We will be doing a live watch along for that, so make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you turn on notifications so you know when we're live for the match tomorrow. Barcelona hosting Sevilla. Again, we're going to go over lineups. We're going to go over predictions, all that good stuff. Araujo, hello, sir. Pedri, hello. Wow, we got all Barcelona's youngsters joining us on the TikTok stream. Glad to have you. Again, folks, over on TikTok, if you want the full experience, it's over on YouTube. All you got to do is swipe over to my profile, click the link in the bio. That'll get you over to YouTube. But again, if you like where you are, happy to have you. Just make sure you give me a follow so you know when we're live. YouTube audience, hello, welcome. You're in the right place. Drop a like if you're appreciating the content, if you're enjoying the content. Whether you've been here since day one or you are just finding us, I'm glad you're here to cover Barcelona news with me. Before we get into anything, I'm going to turn to the chat. I'm going to say my hellos. I'm going to see who's hanging out with us. And then we will get into the good, the bad, the Barca from Barcelona's 2-1 win over Betis. And then, of course, we will get into match preview for Sevilla. And I just realized that I have that backwards. Barcelona was the away team for that. So give me one moment while I, behind the scenes, do some live editing. Oh my gosh, we're doing it. We're doing it live, everybody. Screw it, we'll do it live. Name that character. Give me one more second here. Got to just nudge this badge over like this. You can do it. I believe in you. There we go. A little bit like this, a little bit like this. Fix the scoreboard real quick. You guys can't see any of this, but that's okay. You don't need to. It's behind the scenes actions. It's inside baseball. And we're done. We're good to go. Back to this. Oh, that's not. Nope. Hang on. Back to this. Okay. All right. Now we're good. Anyway, folks. Zip. Had to do some behind the scenes editing. No big deal. We're back. We're live. We're feeling good. Who's in the house? We got my stash mod, Ayush. How we doing, sir? I see that you are feeling a little bit better. Ayush had a little stint in the hospital, little respiratory issue, so fought it off because my man is strong. No big deal. In and out. He's back with us. Glad to see that you're feeling better. Sahil, hello and welcome. Harry, good morning to you, sir. I appreciate the comments that you've been leaving on the videos. I really do. Everybody, almost spilled coffee everywhere. Everyone out there who's watching on replay, keep the comments coming. I see them. I appreciate them. And we like to keep the conversation going, even when we're not live. So if you're watching on replay, go ahead, give me your thoughts, your questions, your comments, all down below. And if you're watching live, make sure you subscribe so you can be part of the conversation. Come hang out with your fellow culés. You know what I'm saying? How many points are Barca ahead of Real Madrid right now? Just the 5, and we'll go over where we are in the table and whatnot when we get to the Sevilla match preview. But we got some other things to talk about first. Not Brandon says a weekend special episode. Yes, indeed. This is a wild week for me. Okay, if we could pause on Barcelona news for a minute and just talk Mustache John news. Woke up to a broken furnace, a clogged sink, a water heater that wasn't working properly. Thursday was a wild day. Friday was repair day, so couldn't go live when I wanted to. The house was also freezing at that point, so I appreciate everybody's empathy and grace as I went through that situation with the wife and pups, but we're good to go. No problems. Furnace fixed. Water heater's good to go. Everything's smooth sailing. And we get to have this nice weekend episode covering Barcelona news with the Stash Squad. David Rabera, how we doing, sir? Glad to have you. Dimitar's in the house. Fox Gaming, of course. Good morning to you. We're warm now. I appreciate it. When's the next Barca game? It's tomorrow versus Sevilla. We're going to be live Barcelona coverage. We'll be doing the commentary, the play-by-play. You won't miss any of the action here on the channel. Civil Pro says, what's up, man? I just found you the other day. You are awesome. Vizca Barca. Well, thank you so much. Says love from Nepal. Love right back to you, sir. I'm glad to have you. Appreciate everyone. Like I said, if you've been here since day one, if you're just finding us, anything in between, I'm glad to have you here, my friends. I really am. Appreciate you. With that out of the way, shall we first talk about Barcelona's win over Betis? 2-1. Carvalho getting a red card late in this one. Little dirty challenge there. But that's not the focus. The focus is the goals. Rafinha and Lewandowski coming up big. 2-1. Barcelona away from home. Jules Koundé trying to help out Betis there with a little own goal in the 85th. Made it for an interesting last few minutes. But we came away with the victory. We had 13 shots in total, 3 on target, held Betis to just 1. Like I said, that one goal for them, the own goal from Jules Koundé, it was pretty comical. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Barcelona was 64% possession, 643 passes, 88% accuracy. You love to see that. 0 cards. A clean victory for Barcelona. 6 corners compared to Betis's 1. Put a little wager on that one. I like it. Again, we will be... I don't have it yet because I need to do the graphics, and this was just a busy week, okay? It happens. But we will eventually get to a segment called Barcelona Bets. I was 0 for 3 on my first one. I bet Barcelona to have... I bet Dembele to have 3 shots on target. He got injured and went off. I bet Barcelona to have... combined more shots and more corners. They didn't. They lost those. But then in this match against Betis, I bet Lewandowski to get 3 shots, and he did. I bet Barcelona to win, and he did. Or they did. And I bet Barcelona to get more corners, and they did. And guess what? I parlayed it. I did a parlay bet. It was great. So I won back the money that I lost initially on the first bet. So we for Monday's episode, we'll say, I'm gonna hold myself to it. For Monday's episode, we'll have a nice graphic for Barca bets, and we'll track my initial investment, where we are with the growth of it. We'll go over the bets. What did I win? What did I lose? Upcoming and review. We'll tie that all in for Barca bets. Okay, we'll go on the journey with me, folks. It'll be fun. Anyway. Where do we sit in the table currently after that win over Betis? We're number one, top of the table. No big deal. Numero uno. Everybody looks up and you see Barcelona. Real Madrid 5 points behind us. Real Betis drops down to 6th. Our upcoming opponent, Sevilla, they're currently in 13th. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. But now that we've got the overview out of the way, you know what's coming up next, my friends. It is the good, the bad, and the Barca from Betis 1, Barca 2. A big win for the Blaugrana. Ter Stegen having a huge match, and that's where we'll begin talking about what was good about this match. Ter Stegen between the posts is absolutely incredible. Aside from our own team, it's like he can't be beat right now. The positioning, the composure, the timing to know when to come out and change the angles. Ter Stegen is having a career season. And you know who called it? You know who called it? This guy. Okay? I'm taking none of the credit. I'm just saying that I told you. Everybody for the last couple of seasons, oh, Ter Stegen out. He's done. You got to get Ter Stegen out of here. Oh my gosh. He's the worst goalkeeper in the world. New hair comes in. New attitude. You can't stop him. Ter Stegen between the posts might as well be a brick wall. Absolute monster of a goalkeeper. Okay? Ter Stegen, big boy doing big things. All right? Frankie de Jong. A shout out to Frankie. I love when he's able to turn, identify the space, and give a little speed burst to break through the midfield lines. And then the composure, the awareness to pump the brakes a little bit, get his head up and look for the pass. He is influencing this midfield. He is wearing out the opponent's midfield. It's amazing to watch. I love what Frankie de Jong is doing for Barcelona right now. Xavi's figured it out. Xavi has figured out the perfect balance to this midfield, to how he's figured out how to get the best out of Frankie, Busi, Gavi, and Pedri all together. For the first part of the season, it's been, well, somebody's going to have to sit down. Is it going to be Frankie? Is it going to be Gavi? Is it going to be Busquets? None of the above. Xavi says, hold my beer. I've got this, folks. Goes into his lab, comes out with the perfect solution for Pedri, Gavi, Frankie, Busi. And Frankie is flourishing right now. Absolutely flourishing. Credit to Xavi. Credit to Frankie. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Absolutely loving what I'm seeing. But none of them get the good box. Or none of them. I shouldn't say none of them. One of the players that I mentioned. I'm rambling a little bit now. Shout out to Ter Stegen. Shout out to Frankie. They don't get the good box. The good box for this match goes to Pedri Potter, the magic man. Pedri is an absolute wizard. He's going to be one of those players, I've said this before, I'll say it again, that doesn't always show up on the stat sheet. It's not always going to be the assist or the goal, but he will be the one who sets it up. He's the playmaker. He's the pass before the pass. He's the one that draws in 2, 3, 4 of the defenders attracted towards him, to him just go, watcha, and then he's gone. That's an exact sound that happens. That's dead on impression of what happens with Pedri on the ball. You've seen it. I don't take back anything of what I said. Anyway, Pedri, phenomenal effort, earns himself the good box for his performance against Betis. That's what was good about the match. We got to talk about what was bad. I had to give myself pause and reflect on this a little bit, because I almost went, as I get a hair out of my coffee. Hair in your coffee is bad, my friends. But as I almost went, I'll say at halftime, I had Rafinha or Lewandowski going in the bad box. Both of them were pretty slow to find their touch, pretty slow to get involved in the match. Lewandowski in particular really missed a number of opportunities just because his first touch was off. So they were both inching their way towards the bad box. Okay, not their strongest performance, and compared to the rest of the team, that's where they were headed. Then they both scored a goal. So that kind of negated their poor performance earlier, which leaves Jules Koundé with your own goal. What are you thinking, Koundé? Just the angle that he took. Ball gets crossed in. He's on the back post. he got caught, I think, between 2, 3, 4 different thoughts of, should I clear this? Should I chest it down to Ter Stegen? Should I deflect this onward out for a corner? Do I have time to chest it down? And all that equated to, let me just put it directly into my own goal. You've earned the right to make your mistakes, Koundé. So I'm not going to throw a lot of shade at you. I'm not even mad at you, okay? If this was previous versions of Barcelona and we would have dropped points, if we would have conceded another goal after that and it ends up 2-2, then we've got a problem. We got issues. But this Barcelona team is so strong, so dependable, so consistent at this point that when you make a little hiccup like that, it can be covered up. It can be smoothed over. So even though you get the bad box, Jules Koundé, I'm not mad at you. I don't hate you. All right? I love you. But you got to get in the box. Shake that off, folks. Shake off the bad. Shake it off. We're going to talk about what was Barca about the match. That means what represented the badge. What was true to the Blaugrana DNA. And for me, comes down to shouting out the defense again. Araujo and Christensen. Again, unless it's self-inflicted, tough to beat Barcelona these days. Ter Stegen's a big part of that, but Christensen and Araujo are such a dominant force together. Christensen coming in for free. Araujo coming up from Barca Athletic. Get real. People are spending hundreds of millions of dollars trying to build their defenses right now, and we've got the center back pairing that everybody's jealous of, that everybody's looking up to right now as the best center back pairing in Europe. Araujo, Christensen, period, bar none. I'm willing to listen to arguments just for the laugh, because no club in Europe or anywhere in the world has a better center back pairing than Araujo and Christensen. Period. Anyway, neither of them get the Barca box. The Barca box goes to Rafinha. Like I said, he went from 0 to hero real quick, getting the Barca box for sneaking in back door to get Barcelona's first goal. It was clutch. It was crucial. Again, Rafinha not having the best match, was maybe pretty close to getting pulled. I mean, this goal came in the 65th minute, and this was after a number of not even missed chances, but failure to create the chances, okay? Not the best touch, not the best passing from Rafinha, but he stuck with it. His mentality was strong. He had the undefeated attitude and was able to find himself a goal. And it wasn't a fluke. He saw the play started to happen. Credit to Frankie de Jong, okay? Again, Frankie de Jong realizes we've got an opportunity. If I start the play here quickly from this set piece, big bang boom, finds Balde on the left-hand side. Balde, who's been torching people all night long, finds some space, crosses it to Rafinha, but 10 yards before that, Balde picks his head up, he looks for his options, and Rafinha sticks his arm out. He says, play it to me here. I'm going for it, young man. Balde hears the call. He answers it. He feeds it to Rafinha. In the goal. So Rafinha, for those efforts, gets the Barca box. And then it's no surprise. I just talked about him. I told you he's been lighting folks up the entire match and the entire season. He is maybe the most exciting left back in Europe right now, and he is the mustache man of the match for Barcelona's 2-1 win over Betis. It is Alejandro Balde. Absolutely lights out performance for Balde. Balde is giving me chills when he plays, my friends. I'm seeing flashes of Roberto Carlos. I'm seeing flashes of the best of Jordi Alba. I'm seeing flashes of Alphonso Davies, who coming out of my mouth here. Alejandro Balde, smoking people inside, outside. His service now is becoming more consistent. I'm loving everything that I'm seeing from Balde. I'm excited for this young man. Word is he has a little touch of the flu, a little sickness right now. I'm not sure if he's going to get a start. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Either way, his performance against Betis, setting up that initial goal. Beautiful. Well done. Alejandro Balde gets, I believe, his first mustache man of the match. Congratulations, sir. And again, Pedri gets the good. Koundé for the own goal. You got to get the bad for that. You have to, unfortunately. Rafinha gets the Barca. Alejandro Balde gets the mustache man of the match. This is where we'll pause, we'll turn, and we'll keep the conversation going. I want to know your thoughts. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? What would you change? What would you give for the mustache man of the match, if not Balde? Let me know, my friends. We'll keep that conversation going. You know what I'm saying? Deep breath, deep breath. Anyway, I'm going to turn to the chat. What are we thinking? What are we feeling? If you're watching on replay, comment down below. This is your personal invitation, casting it out, reeling in comments. And everybody watching, make sure you drop a like. TikTok, YouTube, drop a like, follow, subscribe, all those things. Still got to do match preview, lineup and prediction. We're going to do that lightning round here. I promised the wife I'd get off at 11:35 so we can go out to breakfast. Anyway, so got to be lightning quick here. Real quick, I want to get some comments in. Fox Gaming said, looks like you're talking to Harry on that one. Ayush said, Barca played really well, just need to work on stopping the counters. We'll get there. Frankie, Boosie, Koundé, Araujo, Christensen, all working together there. It'll be good. It'll be good. Harry says, I've been saying we should get Rafinha a chance and look at how he repays me. Absolutely, Harry. That's a good call. Sticking with it. Always been very supportive. Sahil says, Christensen for the Barca box because such a defender with such passing accuracy, which denotes a Barca badge. Amen to that, Sahil. Good shout out. I think he's on the short list. Christensen and Araujo are really, just like I said, having lights out performances. Ayush saying Christensen, underrated signing. Could not agree more, my friends. Could not agree more. All right, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and do a little match preview for Barcelona Sevilla. Again, this one is at 3 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. Convert that for your time zone. All right, 3 p.m. Eastern is when we will be live. We'll do we'll go live a little bit before kickoff, of course. We'll take a look at what the official lineup is. We'll get our energy up to support the Blaugrana before we do live commentary, play-by-play action. Like I said earlier, Barcelona coming into this one in first place, 5 points ahead of Real Madrid. You got to scroll all the way down to 13th to find Sevilla on 21 points right now. Now, they did win their last 2 matches. They've won 3 out of their last 5, but it's Barcelona. So it's going to be a tough match for Sevilla coming into the Camp Nou. They've got a pretty full Barcelona. Words. Take a breath. Have a sip of coffee. I'm just excited, folks. I'm just very. Okay. Calm down. Relax. Let's talk about how Xavi is going to line up against Sevilla. This is what I'm thinking Xavi's going to go with, knowing that Dembele is out injured. We've got a full lineup otherwise. Word is Balde is a little bit sick. I saw a tweet earlier that was suggesting Balde was a little bit ill. We'll get to that. Well, actually, yeah, we'll get whatever. Words. Why am I... Okay, here we go. Ter Stegen. Starting from the back. You know that. Ter Stegen. Can't go wrong with him. Barcelona legend. Absolute legend, all right? Champions League winner. And everybody started sleeping on him. Had a little dip where Barcelona's... Honestly, Barcelona's back four was in shambles, was in patches for a number of years, and Ter Stegen was getting the heat. Now we have a proper defense, and you're seeing the best of Ter Stegen. All right, I could talk about this man forever. I won't. He gets the start against Sevilla up front, or in front of him, I should say. I told you I saw Balde was a little bit ill. I don't think he gets the start. I think we go Jordi Alba, and we see how Balde feels. Okay, again, could be wrong by that. I was scrolling through, saw a tweet. We'll look into that. All right. So I'm going to speculate. I'm going to say Jordi Alba gets the start. I'm going to say Koundé on that right-hand side. Great match here for Roberto to get the start, but I think Koundé has to come in, get a start, shake off that own goal, get at least 45 minutes in, see how the first half goes. Then maybe we bring on Roberto. Bellerin, of course, is gone. He's out. We've sold him. No more Bellerin at Barcelona. So Koundé gets the start at right back. Christensen, Araujo. Keep rolling with them. I know we got Garcia. I know we got Alonso. Both could be rotated in here, but we've got the next 6 days off. I think we keep our foot on the gas. I think Xavi goes with a strong lineup here. Koundé, Araujo, Christensen, Jordi Alba if Balde is not feeling well. Going to be a strong lineup here, folks. Midfield 3, no surprises. Busi, Pedri, Frankie. No surprises at all. No surprises whatsoever. It's the go-to at this point. Kessié gets some playing time. Pablo Torre, not included in the squad for this one. Interesting. That to me means, again, Barcelona very focused. We're keeping our foot on the gas. We're going to go with a strong lineup. Lewandowski centrally playing in that number 9. Who else? Nobody. Ansu. No. Ansu at the number 9 is a no for me right now. We go Lewandowski. Go Gavi on the left. Continues his performance. Kind of pinching in more of an attacking left midfielder. Leaves a lot of space on that left-hand side for Balde, for Jordi Alba. And then on the right, of course, we go Rafinha. Opportunity for Ferran Torres, but keep our foot on the gas, like I said. That's the theme. We could go Ferran Torres in there for a Gavi, for a Frankie, for a Busi, and drop whoever else is left into a midfield 3. You could see that. You could see Ferran starting on the left. You could see Roberto starting at right back. You could see Alonso starting at center back. You could see that. But I think Xavi goes strong, like I said. Foot on the gas. 3 points coming. On the bench, we'll have Balde, we'll have Alonso, we'll have Garcia, Anaki Peña, Roberto Kessié, Arnaud Teñas, Ansu, Alarcón, Ferran Torres. Okay, so we got some firepower on the bench. I think Barcelona are going to come in hot. I think Sevilla, despite being on a 2-match win streak, are going to struggle in this one. So predictions-wise, let me think on this one for a moment. Let me think on this one for just a moment here. Prediction for Barcelona hosting Sevilla. I'm going to say 3-0 to Barcelona. Goals from Lewandowski, and then Gavi. I'm going with it. 3-0 to Barca. Lewandowski, Gavi. That is my prediction for Barcelona-Sevilla. Lock it in. It's happening. You heard it here first, right here on the Undefeated channel, my friends. Get your predictions in the chat. We'll give a minute here just to wrap up. Again, if you're watching on replay, let me know down in the comments. And everybody be sure to come back for Barcelona versus Sevilla this Sunday. Live watch along. We'll get the commentary going, the play-by-play. You don't miss any of the action. Plus, you get to hang out with your fellow culés. Connect with your culés from around the world. Make sure you come and hang out with us. Araujo says 2-0 to Barca. Lewandowski and Pedri getting the goals. Love to see it. Get your predictions in the chat, like I said, my friends. Fox Gaming says, I like Gavi on the wing. I like because he pitches inside. We get kind of a midfield 4 there. I enjoy it. Fox Gaming says, well, Mr. Lucky John, I'm going with your prediction. Appreciate it. Not Brandon says 3-0. Lewandowski, Koundé, and Pedri. Ayush coming in with the 3-0. Harry also going 3-0. Okay, we've got a consensus then. It's going to be 3-0. We know it. We love it. Again, come hang out with us, my friends. Like, subscribe, notifications, all the things. All right. I'm going to call it an episode here today. We're going to wrap things up. I'm going to go get some breakfast with the missus, and I'll see you all tomorrow for for Barcelona versus Sevilla. I love you all very much. Go out there and do good things, positive interactions, high fives and hugs for whoever wants them. I love you all very much. One more burp. Nope, I'm good. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Visca Barca. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride, my friends. I'll see y'all. Okay, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Be back.